Have you noticed that some people look much younger than their years? Sometimes, when someone finds out your age, they can't believe it, saying you look 10 years younger. We often attribute this to good genetics or cosmetics. But the truth can be much deeper. It's not just about having good genes or using expensive creams. How we look largely depends on our thoughts, lifestyle, and how we cope with challenges. The habits we repeat day after day affect us more than we realize. That if you often hear that you look young, it might be because you've learned to respond to life correctly. And if you're interested in how to maintain youth, not just externally but also internally, keep watching this video. Subscribe to the channel and like it so you don't miss new episodes with useful insights and practical advice. Let's go. The first sign of inner youth is strong willpower. Notice that those who have been through a lot but are still full of energy do not look tired or aged. Why? They have a core. Such people do not allow difficulties to break them from within. Stoicism teaches us that we cannot control what happens outside, but we can choose how to react to it. Stress, anger, and fear, all of these age us. And not metaphorically, actually. When we experience stress, cortisol levels rise in the body. It destroys collagen, which is the foundation of firm, youthful skin. The result: fatigue, wrinkles, dryness, and loss of radiance. Plus, slouching, dull eyes, and the feeling that you're carrying a heavy burden on your shoulders. Have you noticed how a person can age rapidly after serious stress? It's not a coincidence. Stress begins to destroy both the body and the spirit. But those who can hold on and maintain inner balance age more slowly. They know how to rise above negativity, do not dissolve in anger or despair, and find the strength to move forward. First, cultivate gratitude. When you can see the good, stress loses its power over you. A grateful person doesn't get upset over trivial matters. Second, maintain your inner light. Optimism is not naivety, it's a conscious choice. It helps keep stress under control and makes you feel better. Third, don't turn every problem into a tragedy. Do what you can and don't waste energy on what you cannot change. Fourth, don't get involved in everything. Not every argument is worth your nerves. Sometimes letting go is the real victory. And fifth, always find time for yourself. Do what brings you joy and peace, whether it's meditation, a walk, journaling, or simply enjoying a cup of tea in silence. Remember, stress should not control you. To maintain youth, you need to be strong not only physically but also mentally. When you start managing your emotions, it reflects on your mood and appearance. It's not the problem itself that ages us, but how we react to it. So, if you want to feel vibrant, alive, and fresh, develop inner resilience. Don't let stress steal your light. And remember, calmness is not weakness, it's strength. This is the essence of the Stoic spirit. When life starts to storm, some people get lost and panic, while others seem to bloom. Have you ever noticed how some people don't lose their freshness as they age? They are full of energy, always on the move, constantly trying new things, learning, and making plans. Their secret is simple: they are not afraid of change. Where someone complains that everything has become complicated and unclear, they see opportunities. Now, look at the opposite type of people, those who seem to have given up prematurely. Constant complaints, negativity, a feeling that interest in life has vanished. Why does this happen? Because the fear of the new paralyzes them. But change is not an enemy, it's a natural part of life. Only by accepting this can one truly live. People who are not afraid to change maintain their youth, both physically and mentally, longer. They have active minds, are curious, and are ready to adapt. Such a person doesn't get stuck in the past. They joyfully move forward, and from that, a true fire lives within them. They are full of anticipation, inspiration, and a desire to move. They find it easier to cope with difficulties because they are flexible. Now think about how the fear of change affects the body and soul. It makes a person tense in their movements and thoughts. Such a person clings to the old, even in clothing, habits, and worldview. Everything new irritates them. They feel as if they are losing control. Gradually, life slips away from them. They find it hard to feel joy, to change, to be authentic. Yet life is constant movement. If you don't move with it, it simply passes you by. So what should you do? Learn to embrace change. Here are a few ways. Do something unusual. A small change, a new hobby, a different route to work, an unfamiliar breakfast, and you can already feel your brain waking up. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Everything new takes time. It won't be perfect right away, and that's okay. To listen to others. Even if you disagree with something, it can provide a new perspective. Accept that you can't control everything. Change is part of the game. It's easier to play when you know the rules. That if you want to maintain vitality and clarity of mind, don't cling to the past. Be open to the new. Flexibility is not just about the body. It's about your attitude toward life. When you embrace change with curiosity rather than anxiety, life becomes easier and brighter. And here's another key. Be curious. Look at people who, at 70, are learning languages, taking courses, and are interested in everything around them. They shine. Their eyes are bright. Then there are others, 40 years old, and they are already tired of everything. Why? They have lost interest in life. They stopped learning. Curiosity keeps the mind alive. People who want to learn maintain sharp thinking, a sense of joy, and their inner youth doesn't fade. Continuous development slows down aging. The brain works, the soul rejoices, and the body moves to SOB like those who are always seeking the new. This is not just advice, it's a lifestyle. The brain is like a muscle. If you don't train it, it weakens. But once you engage it, it flourishes. When you maintain an interest in life, you're never bored. You constantly find something new to try. This is one of the main secrets of youth, curiosity. What does science say? Continuous learning helps keep the brain in shape and slows its natural aging. Here are a few key benefits. Memory works better. When the brain is engaged, it remains active longer and doesn't fade over time. The aging process slows down. People who learn regularly are less likely to experience cognitive impairments, such as dementia. Dopamine levels increase, the hormone of joy that fills us with energy and improves our mood. So, if you want to maintain mental clarity and lightness in your body, don't stop learning and discovering new things. Now let's look at what happens when a person loses curiosity. Life becomes monotonous. Everything seems boring, familiar, and no longer brings joy. The face loses its liveliness, the sparkle in the eyes disappears, and thoughts become slower. Without stimulation, the brain begins to fade. No interest means no energy. Day after day looks the same, and a person gradually starts to age, even if their passport says otherwise. But this can be changed. Here's how to maintain curiosity and vitality. Read. Even 10 minutes a day of a book or an educational video is a workout for the brain. Ask questions. Be curious. Try new things, food, activities, approaches. Surround yourself with diverse people. In every conversation, you can find something valuable. Work on yourself. Learning is not just about school. It's about development. It's about becoming better than you were yesterday. Curiosity is not a childish trait. It's a quality of strong, vibrant, and happy people. Those who are truly young, both in heart and in outlook. So remember, you can train your body, but you can also train your mind. The more you marvel, learn, and find inspiration, the younger you become, both externally and internally. The next secret of youth is the ability to connect with your emotions. Have you ever wondered why some people literally glow from within, while others, even if younger, look tired and dull? It all comes down to how they handle their feelings. People who are not afraid to openly laugh, cry, or share what they feel often appear more vibrant and relaxed. They don't hide their emotions, and because of this, they don't accumulate internal tension. In contrast, those who are used to keeping everything inside tend to look older, as if they are carrying a heavy burden on their shoulders. Why does this work this way? When we suppress emotions, they don't disappear. They accumulate and turn into chronic stress. And stress, in turn, affects both health and appearance. The skin becomes dull, wrinkles appear, and the face is constantly tense. Muscles don't relax, and over time, even facial expressions become frozen. Internal tension reflects on the outside. Now imagine a person who is not afraid to be themselves. They don't shout about their feelings, but they also don't hide them. They are honest with themselves, which gives them a sense of freedom and lightness. Such people smile and laugh. More often, they may even shed a tear, and all of this makes them alive. They have a sparkle in their eyes. They don't hold back, and because of that, they age more slowly. That it's important to understand. Being emotionally open doesn't mean losing control. It means being able to express feelings in a healthy and conscious way. What happens if we suppress everything? We become irritable, tired, and tense. Stress hormones destroy us from within. Without facial expressions and genuine emotional expression, the face loses its liveliness, wrinkles appear, and we look older than our years. So, how can we learn to express emotions healthily? First of all, be honest with yourself. Don't suppress what you feel. Understand where these emotions are coming from. Talk to those you trust. Sometimes simply venting to a friend helps relieve tension. Right. Whether you keep a journal or just jot down notes, it helps to pour your emotions onto paper. Use creativity. Dancing, drawing, music, writing. These are all powerful channels for self-expression. And don't forget to breathe. Yes, deep breathing and meditation are not just empty words. They help bring you back to a state of calm. Youth is not just about creams and nutrition. It's also about how you experience your emotions. The more honest you are with yourself, the easier it is to feel alive. Don't be afraid to feel. Don't be afraid to talk about what's inside. This is true freshness. A person who is not afraid to express emotions not only looks younger, but also lives more easily, joyfully, and with much greater energy. Now let's move on to the fifth secret of youth. Your environment. Have you noticed that people who are constantly around toxic, perpetually dissatisfied, and dramatic individuals look tired, tense, and seemingly exhausted? This is not a coincidence. The people you spend your days with affect your internal state, and, consequently, your appearance. Now look at those who are full of life, calm, and radiate lightness. They always have energy and hardly change with age. Why? It's simple. They choose their surroundings. They stay close to those who energize them, not drain them. Negative energy is like a virus. Constantly being around those who complain, spread panic, or create drama, you eventually adopt their state. It's subtle but very real. Here's what happens in a toxic environment. Constant emotional exhaustion. Even if you're not doing anything physically, you feel as if you've been drained. Increased stress levels. The body reacts more. Cortisol, worse sleep, weaker skin, and wrinkles appeared, higher risk of anxiety, depression, and even health problems. Sometimes we don't even realize that the people around us are the source of our constant tension. It seems like just a hard day or not being in the mood. But in reality, it's the influence of those nearby. Now, let's talk about positive people. Why are they so important? They uplift you. After spending time with them, you feel not tired but light. They lower stress levels just by being present. It's easier to be yourself around them. They promote well-being. They increase levels of happiness hormones and improve your psycho-emotional state. They provide a sense of safety, support, and joy in life. So, if you want to stay young, energetic, and in a good mood for longer, take care of your environment. This is not selfishness, it's self-care. People are like batteries. Some recharge you, while others drain you. Choose those who add light to your life. Happiness hormones not only boost your mood, but also strengthen your body. Interacting with positive, bright people truly makes you younger, both inside and out. Want to stay fresh? Start with those around you. Here are some simple yet effective tips. Avoid drama. If there's someone nearby who is always negative, constantly complaining, or creating conflicts, reduce your contact with them. This isn't about holding a grudge, it's about self-care. Seek those who shine. People who inspire, support, and simply enjoy life recharge you just like coffee. With them, you want to create, move, and breathe deeper. Listen to yourself. Do you feel drained after talking to someone? That means this person is exhausting you. It's better to keep your distance. Radiate positivity yourself. Good energy works like a magnet. The more you have within you, the more similar people are drawn to you. Cleanse your space, and not just from people, but also from background noise. Play inspiring music, engage in your favorite activities, and create an atmosphere where you feel easy and pleasant. Remember, youth is not just about skincare and the gym. It's also about who you spend your time with. Good energy around you works wonders for your body, emotions, and mood. Now, let's move on to the sixth secret of youth. Live with fire in your heart. Have you noticed that inspired people, those who live for something important, are always full of energy? Their eyes shine, and they seem to have an endless supply of energy. Why? They have a reason to get up in the morning. They have a goal. When life has meaning, a person doesn't get bored or burned out. They always have something to strive for, something new to engage in. This keeps both the mind and body in shape. A passion for life acts like an internal motor. It provides energy and makes a person resilient both physically and mentally. This is the secret of why some age quickly while others do not. Now think about the opposite situation. When a person lives without interest, going through the motions day after day, energy drains away. The body feels heavier and the mind slows down. Everything becomes gray, not due to age, but because there's no fire inside. So, if you want to be young and radiant, find what truly ignites you. Passion, purpose, and interest in life are your natural batteries, and they work much better than any cream. When a person lacks both passion and purpose, it reflects not only on their mood, but also on their body. The mind becomes sluggish, energy drains away, and you seem to age before your eyes. Apathy, lethargy, and irritability set in. Everything feels heavy, and this is not a coincidence. According to research, passion is a natural way to slow down aging. It stimulates the production of dopamine and serotonin, hormones that make us happy and give us energy. It strengthens memory, enhances mental activity, and keeps both body and mind in shape. When you do what you love, your body relaxes, your immune system becomes stronger, and stress dissipates. Want to look and feel better? Find what truly ignites you. And if you've lost that spark, don't worry. It can always be reignited. Remember what used to bring you joy. Maybe you once loved to draw, cook, or play the guitar. Try something new. A new hobby or interest can unexpectedly become your lifelong passion. Surround yourself with inspiring people. Those who are passionate can ignite that fire in you too. Take small steps. Every day, just a little. The main thing is to keep moving. Ask yourself, what do I do that makes me lose track of time? That's where your true passion lies. Remember, you need to care for not just your body. Take care of your heart and mind. Because a person who lives with inspiration looks younger, happier, and radiates strength. Now, let's move on to the seventh secret of youth, the ability to forgive. Think of those with whom it's easy. They shine, smile, and move through life effortlessly. And most often, they don't hold grudges against the past. Now think of those who cling to resentments and don't let go of pain. They are tense, irritable, and even look older. Forgiveness is not about justifying. It's about letting go so you don't carry that burden any further. When a person doesn't cling to anger, they become lighter. Stress fades away, the body relaxes, and energy returns. They begin to live in the present. Here are the consequences of unforgiveness: constant internal tension, increased levels of stress and fatigue, negativity that poisons not only your mood but also your health, decreased immunity, and accelerated aging. By learning to forgive, you gift yourself freedom. And this will reflect not only internally, but also in how you look. A lightness of spirit is the best anti-aging tool. A hidden grudge is not just an unpleasant feeling. It's stress that literally ages you. People who live with bitterness inside often look tired, with dull skin and deep wrinkles. They seem to carry an invisible burden. And the saddest part is that they suffer, not those they hold resentment against. The inability to forgive can harm us more than the act that hurt us. While forgiveness is not a weakness, it is an act of strength. It benefits not only the soul, but also the body. What does science say? Forgiveness and mindfulness directly impact our health. Cortisol levels, the stress hormone, decrease. The body relaxes. Immunity strengthens, making the body more resilient to illness. Overall happiness increases, and even life expectancy may rise. People who can forgive live lighter and longer. Want to live more freely? Here's how. To start letting go, accept that the past cannot be changed. No matter how much you revisit it mentally, it has already happened. Don't let anger control you. Resentment only harms you. Focus on gratitude. Replace thoughts of pain with thoughts of what you can be grateful for right now. Surround yourself with bright people. Positivity is contagious. It's easier to move forward with them. Live in the here and now. The more you are present, the less you carry the heavy baggage of the past. Forgiveness is not just a beautiful word. It's the key to lightness, inner peace, and youth. Once you let go of pain and anger, your energy changes. You begin to shine, and it shows in your eyes, in your smile, in how you move and breathe. Remember, youth is not just about appearance. It's about your outlook on life, your choice, how to react, how to let go, how to live. Don't let the past ruin your present. Free yourself from grudges. Live lighter. Because a person who is free inside looks younger and feels truly alive. Sparkles. Now tell me, what's the strangest age-related mistake you've ever experienced? Have people told you that you look 10 or even 15 years younger? Share in the comments. It will be interesting. If you resonate with this philosophy, subscribe. And also send this video to a friend who also looks younger than their years. Let them discover their secret. And of course, give a like if you want to not just look younger, but feel younger every day. Thank you for watching until the end. Let's grow and rejuvenate together.